What's up, YouTube? It is your boy Shae Motovlogs back in the house, bringing you guys another video. Let's start today off. I want to give a big thank you to Brandon Mugelston over at Gypsies Souls Tattoos. You know, he's been absolutely killing it on my sleeve that I'm working on my left arm. If you want to see what we've been working on, you can check out my Instagram. I will also put a link to his Facebook's and Instagram page down in the description. Now, if you're interested in a tattoo and you're from the Elko, Nevada or Salt Lake City, Utah areas, he has a shop in both places. He only comes to Elko on the weekends. But super good artist. He's surrounded by good artists. You know, he's just been absolutely killing it on my tattoo, like I said. So y'all head on over, show him some love. If you're close by, set up an appointment with him or one of his artists. So how have you guys been? My last video was kind of a montage-y little video that I decided to use as my channel trailer. I myself have been doing fucking awesome. You know, just working, hanging out with the fam, working on the YouTube stuff and things. Speaking of YouTube, you guys killed it on the last two videos. You know, I can see the interaction and the support going back up from my little hiatus. I greatly appreciate that, guys. I couldn't ask for any more. I want to touch on something that I've been watching a lot of on YouTube here lately, and that's cop blocking. Now, my issue is not the fact that people are standing up for their rights. You know, we all have unalienable rights that can't be taken away from us. And for those of you that are standing up for those rights, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Now, my problem is, when you get pulled over, why automatically start hassling a law enforcement officer? If he comes up to your car with respect, just show your ID. You know, why make it difficult when you don't have to? Out of all these videos I've watched probably a couple hundred of them. Most people start in right away, automatically start giving the officers attitude right off the bat. And the thing is, like, whenever you are defensive towards someone, they're automatically defensive back. So I don't see the need, unless you're hiding something, to be on the defense from the get-go. You know, 9 times out of 10, when a policeman pulls you over, you know, they're respectful from the beginning. Cops have a bad reputation right now to begin with, but you know, you shouldn't hold every police officer accountable for what one person has done. And out of all of these videos I've watched, I would say probably 5% of the videos were actual legitimate videos where the people needed to stand up for their rights and knew their rights. And the other 95% have just been people just jumping the gun from the get-go, automatically defending themselves for no reason. It's called defense for a reason. You know, there's something offending you that you have to defend against. You know, cops already have a tough enough job. They don't need some random asshole that thinks they're being a freedom fighter at the time to give them a hard time. Just show your ID and go about your business. If you've done nothing wrong, you know, especially, you know, this is my big one. If you get pulled over for a speeding ticket and you go into this big argument with the cop about how you don't have to show ID and this and that over a speeding ticket, a lot of these people ended up going to jail for obstruction of justice. Just show your ID, people. Just cooperate. You know, with that being said, I understand there's a small percentage of times where cooperation isn't an option because you're being infringed upon. And in those moments, yeah, it's more than okay for you to stand up for yourself and defend your rights. You know, if you see somebody getting their rights infringed upon, you're more than able to step in and defend that person's rights. Because nobody has the right to take certain things away from us. You know, a lot of you people that are doing this cop blocking stuff, you're not being a freedom fighter. You can get mad at me, call it whatever you want to call it, but for routine traffic stops and things of that nature, there's no point to what you're doing. Just show your ID, validate all your paperwork, accept your ticket, and move on with your life. A 10-minute stop turns into an hour, hour and a half of some of these things for no reason. It's absolutely fucking unneeded. And again, don't get this wrong, I am all for someone standing up for their right. You know, one of the legitimate ones I saw was a guy got pulled over, you know, and of course he immediately started recording. The cop walks up and tells him that he's going to arrest him if he doesn't turn the camera off. The cop cannot do that. If you are in a public space, you can audio and video record anybody at any time. It doesn't matter who they are, who they're with, what they're doing. You can record anybody on the face of this earth in the United States at any time if you are on public property. Well, Shae, what's public property? This road is public property. That sidewalk is public property. A police station is public property. A town hall is public property. Well, Shae, what's private property? Any private business. Walmart is a private business. They have a policy in their store that you cannot record. So unless you get permission to record in that store, then you're just SOL. The only time I would encourage breaking that rule is I've seen some videos of people that were being followed by employees and having security called on employees that were stealing or accused of stealing and haven't done anything. You know, that's one time I would say, okay, fuck your policy, I'm going to protect myself. I don't care what your policy says. So guys, when you're out and about, have a little respect for the police officers. Don't make their job harder than it has to be in that moment. Because like I said, 9 out of 10 cops are going to do everything by the book, get you on your way. So why turn a 10-minute traffic stop into an hour and a half? You want the police officer to respect you, but you're going to disrespect him to his face. You know, I see no honor in that. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. Just be a good person in general. You don't even have to worry about the police. You know, I find it hard to believe that people just have a tough time being a good person in general. You know, so many people are so fucking worried about all these small little details that don't fucking matter. You know, that's how a lot of these situations get escalated. You know, I saw one video, this is off the cop blocking subject. I saw one video. It was a young black male that had been skipping school. I think it was a truancy officer. Ended up finding this kid, and I watched the video from first contact to the end of the video. There was no cuts. I watched all 3 body cams. The cop approaches this kid. He's sitting in a little white sedan, and he says, you know, he's trying to identify him. He finally identifies him. You know, and this is after 10 minutes of talking to the kid. Not once were any of the 3 officers disrespectful, forceful, or anything of that nature to this kid. And once the cops went back to their car to verify what they needed to verify on the computer, they go back up to the sedan, and the kid starts going, you know, hold up, what for, what for? And the cop opens the back door to this car and says, come on, step on out. The kid pulls the gun and starts shooting. All 3 cops pull their pistols, fire into the car. The kid gets out of the car, pistol drawn, takes off running, and the cops shoot him and kill the kid. After this is all said and done, they're doing some interviews with members of the community. Yeah, that's a word. Community. And they're interviewing this black lady in the community. Now, keep in mind, it was 2 white cops, 1 black cop, against 1 black kid. The lady in this community responded to the question of, well, what do you think about this situation? And the black lady that was being interviewed said, I don't think he did nothing wrong. All he did was shoot a cop. Exact quote. It doesn't matter who the fuck the kid shot, lady. They shot another person unprovoked. There was no reason that gun should have been drawn. So instead of getting arrested and maybe getting a gun charge along with it, this kid's dead by his own choices. Not due to racist cops, not due to police brutality, by his own personal fucking choices. So many people get detached from what the person's actually doing in the moment and just look at, oh, a white cop shot a black kid, or a black cop shot a white kid, or a Mexican cop shot a white kid. It doesn't matter what happened in that situation that warranted somebody being shot. In this particular video, the only thing that warranted someone being shot was when the kid fired first. The kid fired 4 rounds before the cops ever pulled their pistols. So explain that to me. Why is this a thing? Why is this something that people continue to do? And then go, oh my God, police brutality, we gotta march on the town. No, you dumb motherfuckers. Take a step back and look at the situation, the persons or persons involved, and analyze that situation from start to finish. Then tell me where anything you have to say is fucking warranted, because it's not. And if you bring that shit to me in my face, I'll tell you to shut the fuck up and go on, because I'm not hearing your bullshit. That's one reason I don't watch the fucking news. I don't watch the news because they can tell you whatever the fuck they want, whenever the fuck they want, and then at the very end of it go, this is CNN or MSNBC or Fox News bringing you the facts. You didn't bring me a single goddamn fact, motherfucker. So, you know, don't trust in someone else. One saying a teacher told me in high school was, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. And it's a good philosophy to live by. But I think that's going to be it for today, guys. So don't forget, go show Brandon some love. And if you need a tattoo, hit him up. You know, he'll do you right. And you won't regret the work you get done by him or any of the artists in his shops. As always, you guys can check me out on the Instagrams and Twitters. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to smash that sub button. We're so close to that 100. You guys have been awesome to me. So until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, and stay sexy, fuckers.